Welcome to qnawire.
Okay, so I see that you need help with this problem. And the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the data set in order from least to greatest, because I think that's important to do that first. So I'm going to take each one of the data values and I'm going to put them in order from least to greatest. And I did a lot of pre-hand work for this because it's asking to find numerous amount of numbers or numerous amount of data. So almost done with this. And so I just felt like instead of me writing it, it's so much nice and neater if the data values are typed out. So these are the data values in order from least to greatest. And then I have the questions here that I had typed out. So it says the monthly precipitation in inches for August is listed for 20 different US cities. Find the mean, median, mode, and range. So the first thing I'm going to do is I find the mean. And to find the mean, you have to first add up all of these data values. So when I add up all the data values, I get 58.8. And then I have to divide by 20. And I got 2.94 is the mean. Then the median is the number that's in the middle. And so the number that's in the middle is 3.45 because 3.45 is in between 3.4 and 3.5. So the median, 3.45. And then the mode, that's the number that occurs the most often. It occurs 3 times, is 3.7. And the mid-range, in the mid-range, you're going to add the largest number, which is 4.2, to the smallest number, which is 0.4, and then you're going to divide by 2. So I got 4.6 divided by 2, which equals 2.3 is the mid-range. Then B, it's asking for the range. So to get the range, you're going to take the largest number, which is 4.2, and subtract the smallest number, which is 0.4, and you're going to get 3.8. Then you have to find the standard deviation. To find the standard deviation, you have to add up the sum of the squares of the difference of the mean. And then you have to divide that by 19. And so basically what that is you're finding the distance from each number in your data set from the mean. So for example, I would do 2.94 minus 0.4, and then I would square it. Then I would add it to 2.94 minus 1.0 squared, and then I would add it to 2.94 minus 1.5 squared, so on and so forth to every data value. And then I would add up all those numbers, and I got 24.6480. Then I divided it by 19, and I got 1.2973. Not done yet, though, because then I have to find the square root of this number, which is 1.138974. And so then it wanted to know the first quartile. So the first quartile is in between the 5th and the 6th number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So first quartile is 2.1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So third quartile is 3.7. And then for okay. Then for C, it wanted you to make a box plot. So here is my box plot. And that's just taking your minimum, your maximum, your median, your first quartile and your third quartile, and plotting them on a number line. It's pretty much what it is. So my scale that I used, so this is C. So the scale that I used is from 0 to 4.5. I counted by 0.5. This is my minimum, my maximum, my first quartile, my median, and my third quartile. This is where my median is right here. So the next thing it wanted you to do is make a stem and leaf plot. So stem and leaf plot is, everything gets inserted so big. So this here is D. So I have D is my stem and leaf plot. Then E says it wants you to find the normal limits. Are there any outliers in this data set? So for E, what I did was to find out if there was any outliers, I took 3.7 and I subtracted 2.1. So I subtracted my first quartile and my third quartile, and I got 1.6. And then what I had to do was I had to multiply that by 1.5, and I got 2.4. Then what I did was I took my first quartile, which was 2.1, and I subtracted 2.4, and I got negative 0.3. So I said, oh, there's no numbers less than negative 0.3, so no outlier there. Then I took 3.7 plus 2.4, and I got 6.1, and I said, ooh, there's no numbers above 6.1, so there is no outliers. So I hope that this video helped. This is the middle school math teacher signing out.